Well, the Under Armour website is a critical part of building our brand online. It's really the touch point of our brand in the online space, and our consumer learns about the brand and gets that affinity for the brand via our website. The first and most important part, I think, is really our e-commerce shopping site, and what that does is really give consumer rich technical product details. Consumers can learn about our gear lines, our technology, the innovation that kind of fuels this brand from a product perspective. And the other big portion of that is our brand experience sites. What brand experience sites help to do is really seed interest in a campaign. Provide, much like a television commercial can provide that visceral feel, that reaction, that emotional connection with the brand. Email marketing is a great way to manage that relationship with the consumer, where we're providing them constant communication as to their end use or sport. First, we'll send out blanket campaigns to all of our consumers or people in our demographic. Secondarily to that, once somebody's registered on the site, they'll give us information about their preferences, what sport they train for, what are their preferences in Under Armour product. And from there, we can send them out targeted campaigns. I think an important part to note is today's consumer really lives online. They learn about brands, they research, seek opinions of others, and buy product. It's important for us to be everywhere that consumer is online. Whether it's playing a video game online or engaging in a social network, not so much to advertise to that consumer, but make Under Armour a part of their daily life online.
The Under Armour All-American Series, and now has 5 games involved, 5 sports. It really started as something that in the sport of lacrosse, and lacrosse is growing, the fastest growing sport in the country, but there's no real organization around bringing the best and brightest kids in high school together. So we picked lacrosse first, and we made sure that we did a boys and girls game on the same day. So from that standpoint and from that launching point, we were able to add Under Armour football, All-American football games.
Watch out for this guy, the surprise player coming into this game.
Big guy. The All-American baseball game, volleyball, soccer, softball. And really the key to those games is making sure that we get the branding first and foremost, and that's great, the Under Armour All-Americans, but really giving high school players a taste of what it's like and everything that they need to know to get to the next level. They train together. They learn the best training techniques from our training council. They hear from Under Armour pro athletes, and they hear about what it takes to get to the next level. We use focus groups. Our time for focus groups will show them commercials and new products to get to try on new things and tell us how they feel and how they hold up. It's a lot of give and take, but it's really creating an Under Armour community all week long. And the game is really the cherry on top. We had people from head to ankle, right? We made shirts, and then we made compression shorts. Then we made uniforms. But then we needed to deliver footwear. And on our website and from focus groups and surveys, athletes are always saying, when are you going to make cleats for us? I have you head to ankle. When are you going to deliver the cleat? And in 2006, we did that. We are going to be launching performance trainers. And those are our first really our first foray into non-cleated footwear, and we're taking over a category formerly known as cross-training and giving people the proper tennis shoes, the proper shoes to train in, because one thing we found out from our focus groups is that athletes are training in the wrong shoes right now. We came upon the tagline actually in the war room here, in the war room we call it, with our creative team, and really settled on the new prototype as being tentpole campaign for the entire year. You know, more than a Super Bowl commercial, more than a shoe launch. It's really speaking to our brand.
All new prototypes leave everything behind.
We started this thing. It's us versus them. The game has changed. It all starts today. You are the new prototypes. We are Under Armour. The future is ours!
The Super Bowl was a really exciting initiative. The decision to place an ad on the Super Bowl was made 10 years ago. We knew when we started the company that that was it was a place we needed to be. It's not a destination, it's actually kind of a starting point for us. Our message going into the performance training market is the new prototype, and it's the new prototype of athlete. They're not the athlete of yesterday, they're the athlete of tomorrow. And so that's what the commercial was about.
Half the benefit of getting 30 or 60 seconds in the Super Bowl is the PR leading up to it and the attention you get. It was the launch of the shoes, the launch of performance trainers, and it's also the right time in our brand because we were making more than a statement that we're just coming out with footwear, but that we were the creators of performance apparel and that we are the ones who really own training and performance training. When you think about it, you know, you don't make commercials to appease 230, 50-plus-year-olds in Northern Virginia. You know, you're not trying to appease Wall Street analysts. You're trying to inspire athletes, more importantly, young athletes. And that's exactly what we did. The feedback has been just so overwhelming from that core demographic. Was the Super Bowl worth it? If you look at from the point in January when we told the world that we'd be advertising the Super Bowl to May 3rd and beyond in the shoe sales, far and away it was worth it. But more importantly, we connected with groups of people, athletes who probably never heard of our brand beforehand, but now knew about us. We were able to connect with our core consumer, who responded by pre-ordering shoes 90 days ahead of time and plunking down their money to wait 3 months just to be one of the first ones to get our pairs of shoes. The results we had were very, very strong.
We're going to stay contemporary through passion, innovation, and science. We're going to stay contemporary and stay relevant to athletes. So that's really what this brand's about.
Everybody here that comes to work has a passion for this brand and what we stand for, that concept of innovation and being better.
I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I get to do what I love to do every day. I get to be a part of a team that wants to go out there and compete and win.
Whether it's making a marketing campaign totally cohesive across the entire company, or a product launch, or just a typical meeting or event, it's all hands on deck at all times. And that's really one of our keys to success.